Καλησπέρα παιδιά, Serial Chiller εδώ. Και πριν πάμε στο πρώτο βιντεάκι, θα πρέπει πρώτα να σας εξηγήσω τι είναι Sovereign Citizen.
So I'm not going to get into that.
So you don't That's the moment.
You don't have any license plates on your vehicle.
I have a private, I don't need a license plate
You
on
need
my
a license
vehicle.
plate not bought from eBay.
You don't have no jurisdiction over me. You are on my earth. And if I decide to do something about it, I can right now.
Long story short, οι Sovereign Citizens είναι άνθρωποι που πιστεύουν ότι δεν ισχύουν για αυτούς οι νόμοι του κράτους και προσπαθούν να τους αποφύγουν με ψεύτικες νομικές θεωρίες. Με άλλα λόγια, μπουρδες. Στο πρώτο βιντεάκι έχουμε την παρακάτω κυρία με αριθμό πινακίδας private. Όχι, δεν κάνω πλάκα, όντως έτσι λέει. Και πάμε να δούμε το πρώτο της interaction με το όργανο.
This van, because the license plate on the back just says private.
Hello, how are we doing? I'm Officer Douglas, Korea Police. The reason for the stop is you don't have a tag on your vehicle.
Right, it's not, I don't contract with the state of Ohio.
Okay.
I'm a private national.
Okay, so you're it's a sovereign citizen thing?
Well, no, it's not a sovereign citizen.
Are you Moorish?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Γιατί είναι Μόρις και σου πάει. Εδώ την ψηλιάστηκε την τύπισσα και τη ρώτησε στα ίσια αν είναι sovereign και μετά ρώτησε αν είναι Μόρις και παραδόξως έπεσε μέσα. Για να είμαι ειλικρινής, δεν ήξερα τι είναι αυτό το Μόρις, οπότε το έψαξα. Στο ChatGPT εννοείται. Και ανακάλυψα τα εξής. Οι Μόρις ή αλλιώς Μαυρετανοί είναι άτομα που ισχυρίζονται ότι έχουν ξεχωριστή ιστορική, κάθετος εθνική ταυτότητα και άρα δεν υπάγονται στους νόμους των ΗΠΑ, με την διαφορά ότι αντί να λένε είμαι sovereign επικαλούνται ψευδοϊστορικές συνθήκες και μια υποτιθεμένη καταγωγή για να το στηρίξουν. Με άλλα λόγια, περισσότερες μπουρδες.
Do you have anything with the VIN on the vehicle?
No, just,
No registration or anything like that?
no, I don't.
Okay.
I do have my, all my information right here.
Okay. Do you mind if I see that?
Yes. And I also have my Moorish.
Εδώ είναι ωραίο σημείο που δίνει τους νόμους του δικού της συντάγματος να τις διαβάσει, λες και είναι κανόνες του Dixit, και ο Γλυκούλης είναι τόσο υπομονετικός και καλός που αντί να τις κάνει κολόχαρτο, τους ρίχνει μια γρήγορη ματιά.
1606 to 1640. Yeah, this is a sovereign citizen. I don't know if you want to head up here. I'm sure they're going to request the boss at some point.
Εδώ ο φίλος μας έκανε ένα βήμα μπροστά και πήγε να ψάξει την οδό που είχε η τίμου ταυτότητα της φελενάδας μας και κάλεσε τον προϊστάμενό του, διότι οι συζητήσεις με τέτοια άτομα καταλήγουν στο Where is your manager. Επίσης, όταν δύο άτομα λένε τα ίδια σε ένα δύσκολο άτομο, συνήθως το αφοπλίζουν και υποχωρεί.
So, and I'm on my way somewhere that's very important.
Okay.
And you kind of holding me up.
Okay.
And I also do have a fee schedule as well.
A fee schedule?
Yes.
What
a
is
fee
that?
schedule.
I don't know what that is.
It's a fee schedule for if I'm bothered in my private mode of travel. So this is a notice of intent fee schedule. And so this is for any and everything that you may have going to pull me over for, or anything that you may keep me on the side of the road for.
It's called a fee schedule?
Yes, it is a fee schedule.
Here, can I take a look at the first one? I'm sorry. The
What,
first
the
one
first
on the
page?
fee schedule? Yeah. Sovereign citizen. Moorish American.
Hell, those in a while.
I think I got a real info off a paper that she showed me. She has a fee schedule for any time she's stopped by law enforcement and bothered.
Fee schedule. So we should charge her for every time.
No.
She charges us.
She charges us.
Εδώ η τύπισσα ξανά βγάλε κι άλλους νόμους από τον κόλλο της και του πέταξε ένα Uno Reverse Card. Και ναι, καλά ακούσατε, ρίχνει πρόστιμο στους αστυνομικούς που την σταμάτησαν για έλεγχο.
Alright, we'll just hang tight, okay?
Well, listen.
What's up?
Can I have my ID back
Yeah, you're welcome to.
so I can go?
You're not free to leave
Why?
because you're being detained.
Detained?
Yeah, it's a traffic stop. You're detained. You're not in handcuffs or anything like that. But
This is unlawful detainment.
it is not,
It
okay?
is unlawful
I know you believe it
detainment.
is, but I've done this plenty of times, okay?
Εδώ η φίλη μας έφαγε ένα μικρό reality check όταν της είπε ότι είναι υποκράτηση.
Okay, well, I also have a right to travel in my private
May I
mode
see
of
that?
transportation. It's my private mode of transportation.
May I see that? Here, you want to trade? I'll give you this back.
No, you cannot.
Oh, okay. All right, well, just like I said, you're not free to go, okay? So just hang out for 1 second, all right?
Και εδώ κυρίες και κύριοι, ακούσατε τη γνωστή καραμέλα των Sovereigns που είναι τα εξής. Δεν οδηγάω, ταξιδεύω, λες και αυτό έχει διαφορά, και δεν είναι αμάξι, είναι το προσωπικό μου μέσο μεταφοράς, το οποίο δεν υπάγεται κάτω από κανένα κράτος, οπότε δεν οφείλει η ίδια να έχει κάποιο δίπλωμα, ασφάλεια ή να πληρώνει τέλη κλπ.
The officer is able to confirm that the driver used to go by the name Dominique Camel, and now that he has her name, his computer starts sending alerts.
Suspended license.
Nope.
Suspended license.
Yeah, but you still gotta identify yourself is the problem, and that's where the hook will be. That's usually where these things go south.
Yeah.
Και βουαλά. Βρήκε και το κανονικό της όνομα και την παράβασή της.
What was your name before it was Bay?
My name is Asada L Star Bay. That's all. The old name does not matter.
Okay.
So this is my name. This is my name, and this is filed with the Moorish National Network.
But that's not the state of Ohio. That's not a law enforcement
Right,
agency.
and I'm talking about Supreme Court law. I'm not talking about the state of Ohio. Supreme Court law. I am a Moorish national, and this is my travel card. I went through all the proper steps to get my travel card. I went through all the proper steps to put everybody on notice, and this is what it is.
So that's not a driver's license, okay?
It is my right to try. I don't have a driver's license because I do not contract with the state of Ohio for a driver's license. I do have a right to travel in my private mode of travel, and this is my private mode of travel. I'm not trying to be difficult.
Proceeds to be difficult.
I'm just letting you know I have a right to be private. I live in the private, and this is how I conduct my affairs. I don't contract with the state of Ohio with the driver's license. I don't contract with the state of Ohio for anything. I have a right to contract how I want because I live in the private. This is my travel card, and this is my Moorish American national name.
Δεν ξέρω τι mental gymnastics κάνει η τύπισσα για να δικαιολογήσει τις παραβάσεις της, αλλά δεν θα της βγει σε καλό.
So you don't drive on any public streets or anything like that?
I'm not conducting commerce. This is I'm not for hire. I'm not for any of that. So I'm not conducting commerce on any public highways. I'm not doing any type of business. I'm going from point A to point B in my private mode of travel, and I'm not conducting any type of business. I'm not conducting any commerce that would need me to have a driver's license, and I have not committed a crime.
You have committed a crime.
I have not committed a crime.
You don't have any license plates on your vehicle.
I have a private, I don't need a license plate on my vehicle.
You need a license plate not bought from eBay on your vehicle. You need to be registered.
Oh no, this came from the Moorish National Network when it came with my ID. It's a private, what they have on eBay is not my business, it's not my concern. But this is a private vehicle, I'm not for hire, I'm not for contract, and I'm not conducting any type of commerce, sir.
Okay, I understand that you fully believe in all this, okay? And I respect that.
I know. It is not what I believe in, it's what I know. I know that the Supreme Court law states that I have a right to travel.
Το αν ξέρεις ή δεν ξέρεις τους νόμους, άσε το όργανο να τα ξέρει καλύτερα.
Just like I'm traveling. Supreme Court law says that, not me. I didn't say it. I didn't make it up. This is Supreme Court law. I have it right here in my thing. It's Supreme Court law. It's not something that I made up. It's just Supreme Court law.
Okay, and I fully understand that you believe that, okay?
No, it isn't what I believe. It's what the Supreme Court law states.
Ma'am, I'm telling you...
Okay, could you call your sergeant, please?
Αυτό που σας έλεγα πριν, I want to speak with the manager.
Could you just provide your name before you got to switch the bay to me?
You looked it up, didn't you?
I looked up Bay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're asking about if you had a name before that.
Did you see my fee schedule?
No.
You did.
I saw it.
You wrote down.
What did I write down?
What did you write down?
I wrote down your VIN, and then the birthday you provided me, and then street.
Did I see what you wrote down?
Ναι, κύριε αστυνόμε, δείξε μου τι έγραψες για να δω τι θα σου απαντήσω μετά.
What is your name? Was it the Dominique? Was that your old first name?
So if you
I can't just run Dominique. There's a million Dominiques in Ohio.
If you know that, why are you sitting here trying to play me like I'm stupid?
Μην απαντήσεις.
I don't know your last name.
You got the VIN number, don't you?
If it's never been registered to you, it will never come back to a license plate.
It doesn't, because I got...
If it's never been registered to you in the state of Ohio, it's never going to come back to a state of Ohio license plate, and therefore it won't be registered to you or anyone else. Does that make sense?
Κύριε αστυνόμε, μην χρησιμοποιείς κοινή λογική και νόημα. Είμαι πολύ ηλίθια για να καταλάβω.
You guys are public servants. You're a public servant. We're here to serve the public. I didn't call you. I didn't ask you. You have your lights on behind me. You're supposed to use your lights in a state of emergency. This is not an emergency.
Επίσης, μια ακόμη ωραία ιδέα. Την επόμενη φορά που σας σταματήσουν, πες μπρο. Ποιος σας κάλεσε?
But you're not really working with me at all.
Okay.
So I told you what the response is going to be. I don't want to do that. That's the last thing I want. You seem like a very nice person. You said your mother is sick. I don't want anything against you.
Όταν η αστυνομία σου λέει you're a very nice person, μάντεψε. You're not a very nice person.
All right, man.
So he was able to find you. Thank you.
Will you provide me a good phone number for you? You don't have to. It's totally optional. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, I'm giving you a ticket, okay? I'm saying and advising, City of Bree is advising you have to go to court for the ticket, okay?
Επιτέλους έφτασε η ώρα της κλήσης και από ό,τι φαίνεται στην Αμερική πρέπει να παρευρεθείς και στο δικαστήριο για να απολογηθείς ή οτιδήποτε, να πληρώσεις κάποια κλήση, μπλα μπλα μπλα. Και τώρα ξέρω τι σκέφτεστε. Θα πήγε εκεί, θα ζήτησε συγγνώμη, θα πλήρωσε το πρόστιμο και τελείωσε. Αυτό θα έκανε εάν είχε αίσθηση της πραγματικότητας. Αλλά η πρωταγωνίστριά μας την ημέρα που ο Θεός μοίραζε μυαλά κρατούσε ομπρέλα. Αλλά πέρα από άμυαλη είναι και άτυχη, διότι ο ίδιος αστυνομικός την πέτυχε ξανά 6 μήνες μετά. Και αυτή τη φορά όμως τα πράγματα πήγαν διαφορετικά.
Okay, hold on.
What's wrong with you? Just grabbing on me like that.
Okay. What, can I lock these so they don't tighten up on you?
Give me my phone. No, hell no. I have to call my mother.
Okay.
Chris, come on.
You never got a plate for the car either, right?
No, and I'm not. It's not
Never got a
registered.
license? Okay.
It's not registered.
You're not driving, you're traveling, same
I'm
thing as last time?
traveling. Yes, you know that.
Okay.
You know that.
Okay. You can't have stuff in the back seat, okay?
This is mine.
Okay. I'm not going anywhere with it. You just can't have it on you. Simple as that. Okay.
So I can't have my debit card either?
Yes, no, I can get everything for you. You just can't have it in the back seat.
Why can't I have my keys?
Because you can't have anything in the
Okay,
back
but I don't want you touching my keys.
That's fine, but you can't have it.
Okay, but I need to call my mom so she can come pick me up.
Ο λόγος που της παίρνει τα προσωπικά της αντικείμενα δεν είναι για να την ταλαιπωρήσει να της πρίξει τα αρχίδια, είναι για να μην τραυματίσει τον εαυτό της ή κάποιο άλλο όργανο, π.χ. με τα κλειδιά. Για παράδειγμα, κάποτε ένας αστυνομικός δεν έκανε σωστό body search και τελικά ο δράστης είχε όπλο πίσω από την πλάτη του. Με αποτέλεσμα ο αστυνομικός αυτός να χάσει τη ζωή του.
Well, you're not getting picked up. You're in jail.
Okay, but I can still get out.
Yeah.
Okay, so I need her to come pick me up.
Okay, and we can make that arrangement when it gets there, okay?
Off me.
Ma'am, you need to relax, okay?
No, you need to get the off me.
Okay.
You know well I ain't in y'all jurisdiction. You just want to
Jurisdiction?
prejudice.
What jurisdiction do we have?
I'm not in your jurisdiction.
Are you in the city of Berea?
You're not even supposed to be touching me.
You're in the city of Berea.
The officer double checks the VIN to make sure this is in fact the car that he stopped 6 months ago. Turns out she still has the private license plate in her back window.
1640.
I stopped her. I stopped her before. Same.
Animal call holding. It's a brown and white dog running.
I went to court as one of us.
Now, when he takes a look inside her vehicle, the officer is once again able to confirm her name is Dominique Camel when he seemingly finds it on a bottle of medical marijuana. And he makes an interesting observation.
Can't have a licensed sovereign citizen, but I get a weed card. She's sovereign, but she has enough of Ohio ID to get a medical marijuana card, a medical marijuana.
Για να μαστουρώσει είναι Αμερικανίδα. Για να πληρώσει όμως τα τέλη της, αλλάζει υπηκότητα στο far far away από το στρεκ.
I'm not a sovereign citizen. You just said you were. I'm sovereign. Okay.
I mean, she's able to use our currency as the United States. You know, she's got cash. She's got, you know.
It's just a ring of insanity.
So, all right, well.
She tried pulling away from me when I hopped out because as soon as I got behind her, she came running over here.
She's using the United States mail system to, driving on our public roads.
I'm going to be nice. I'm going to go mail that for her.
Okay.
And then I'm going to write her for obstructing, resisting, and a bunch of traffic.
Πολύ σωστή παρατήρηση εδώ από το όργανο. Αν θες να είσαι πραγματικό sovereign, δεν θα χρησιμοποιείς το αμερικάνικο δολάριο για τις συναλλαγές σου, δεν θα χρησιμοποιείς τους δημόσιους δρόμους και υπηρεσίες που φτιάχτηκαν από φορολογούμενους πολίτες, που δεν είσαι μία από αυτές, και αυτό μπορεί να συνεχιστεί επαόριστον.
As the arresting officer works on his paperwork, Camel appears to be lecturing one of his colleagues.
Εδώ ετοιμαστείτε για τρελό yapping session.
Listen, I don't care about your opinion. Your opinion's old. How about that?
Τέσπα. Επειδή θα για πάρει για περίπου 1,5 λεπτό ακόμα λέγοντας τα ίδια και τα ίδια, λέω να το κόψουμε εδώ. Αν θέλετε να δείτε το full βίντεο θα το έχω με link κάτω στην περιγραφή για όσους βλέπουν από YouTube. Ευχαριστούμε τον Jesse Weber για το βίντεο. Αν σας άρεσε θα εκτιμούσα ένα sub και θα χαρώ να σας δω στο επόμενο βίντεο. Peace!